is outdated, and I've been trying to figure out like how to do this, how to make this video for a while. So if any of you are the 100 or so subscribers that I have on YouTube, you've probably noticed that the videos have stopped. And believe it or not, it's not because not a lot of people watch. I did it because I really love video games and all that. But something happened a while back, back in November. I was assaulted while I was at work. Um, that was on the news and everything. I got the living crap beat out of me, and in my position, I am not allowed to fight back, and I recognize that. That it makes sense. But you know, a severe concussion and a couple of broken teeth and all that later, um, and I don't know. I tried to keep going. I was at home for a while, recovering from the concussion and you know, straight up PTSD and stuff like that too. I'm not gonna lie, but I realized that I didn't have the passion to make those videos anymore. And it kind of bothers me because I didn't finish my Dark Souls thing. I'm on Dark Souls 3 and probably, I don't know, maybe a fourth of the way through it, maybe, somewhere between a fourth and half, something like that. And I don't like to start something and then not finish it. Kind of ticks me off, but um, I don't know. I may go back to it at some point because it'll keep bothering me. But for now, I'm going to have to step away from that. I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I felt like people might, you know, wonder what happened. The few that I have subscribers. So I have actually like my family has really like rallied around me and been super supportive, and I've gotten a lot of help and all that. There's legal stuff out there we're still waiting on, as the American justice system goes at the speed of backwards, I think. But it'll happen when it happens, and I just hope that the outcome is what it should be. But as far as what I'm going to do with this channel, I've spent most of my life interested in two things: video games and like stories, to like storytelling, right? I play video games because I like stories. The reason I enjoy the example, the PlayStation exclusives, is because they tell great stories. The gameplay's honestly not that good, but the stories are fantastic, especially if the words naughty and dog are in the name of the company. Then, they tell amazing stories, right? From Software. I love their stories. Um, but that started when I was younger, um, playing D&D with my fellow nerd friends who are still out there being fellow nerd friends, which is kind of cool. Um, and I find that like it's actually my love of telling stories, and it's kind of led me to get back into role playing games and stuff again. Not D&D as much. There's some issues in that area that kind of bug me, but other TTRPGs. And I may start doing videos about that instead. Something that I may still do the video games, but I'm gonna kind of diversify a little bit. I've been meaning to do that anyway with comics, but I haven't gotten to it. But I need something different to explore while I'm trying to figure myself and figure out what the heck I'm gonna do next. So, but I mean, if any of you knew or not know, some of you were my former students, so I'm a teacher. That's why I got into this. The way I teach has always been through telling stories. Anybody that's been in my class knows that I'll go off on a tangent and talk about something that seems completely unrelated. And but when I'm done, a good bit of the time you're like, oh, wait a minute, that just connected up. That's a metaphor for this, right? And it's because of I love telling stories so much. It's why I used to write short stories and all that stuff. It's why when it comes to all these D&D things, I was always like the GM guy. I'm the guy that came up with the stories. Uh, so I'm going to start looking at various products like that and see how it goes, see if it helps me get through this. But um, said I didn't know if I wanted to make this video or not. I didn't know. I mean, like, because like I said, there's not a lot of you out there, but a lot of you are former students. And if you were my student in the past, you always matter, right? I don't know. like, I mean, I know I would have said it back then to you, but you always matter. You're hopefully, sorry, thought somebody was at the door. Um, hopefully we can move forward and create something new. And hopefully I can maybe get back on that path again one day. But right now, I just have to like recover, you know, explore where I feel safe because feeling safe is pretty rare right now. Um, but just so you know, I'm not completely out of the video games thing. I do coach esports, so and our team is in the final four this semester for a specific game. As a matter of fact, we go soon to play that final four to see if we can bring home a title. So I do have that still, right? But it's not quite the same. I know. But, so I want to thank everyone who has ever, who subscribed to this channel, or anyone who subscribed and then dropped the channel, or anybody who's ever watched one of my videos, as bad as they were. I want to thank anyone who has stumbled upon this video now and you're like, who's this guy that looks like Jack Black and why is he using a picture from Something is Killing the Children in his background? Great book, by the way. Go read it. If you're 18 or older. Okay. But yeah, I didn't know how to do this and I felt like I needed to put something out there. I needed to say something so people knew what was going on. So we'll see. I'll start doing some new things here pretty soon and wish me luck. This has been Outdated. Peace out.